Everybody despises the villain, but never take accountability for creating the villain.
411 Pain is in your city.
Absolutely.
If you don't remember that, that is a throwback in itself.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Man, it is Monday, so you know the Originators is coming here. I'm your host, 6MK, or as one calls 6-Man K in this building, aka the 100-step strike. And like you said, we got Mr. Tactician, ATL, aka Blunt Force Trauma.
Yes, sir.
That's an interesting cover. Yo,
I think somebody want to say something.
What do you want to say?
I'm a real nigga.
Yeah, you are. Look. Hey, little Petrie.
Oh, Petrie.
Hey, little Petrie. How you doing?
What's up?
But absolutely, absolutely, we're not. We don't like skirts.
We got a hot comb. You got a hot comb on that shit.
Hot comb.
What's going on? Hey, you look at the chat, one boy. Everybody looking like, yeah, the villains is back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly. So as we already know, man, like I said, when we start the show, you always start off with the people that's in here right now. We got Robert Ponda, King Treyway, got my family, A137. Silk Legacy, Smooth C, shout out to Keyshawn Vlad, Eric Mack, Mr. Lee, Emerald Knight.
Oh, look
Georgia, Texas. We got Georgia, Texas boy in the building. D. Coleman talking about see y'all in Valhalla.
Hey, we're drinking ale from curved horns.
Hey, we got Kiki in the building. ATL Leo, what's happening? And this right now that you're getting for the original, this is the 411 Pain edition.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, man, like you said, man, that's the roll call. Appreciate y'all coming. And your ass would online, boy. You better see your shit. But Mucho, what's going on? Hey man, so today's episode we got on the Originators is we're gonna talk a little college football, but we want to also kind of incorporate some of what we saw on last night's game of Sunday Night Football. First of all, man, Juan, man, what's going on with you today, man? How you feeling?
Look, I got a good nap, so I feel human again. Cause, bruh, being a dad ain't easy, bruh. Your kids get sick, you gotta be up with them.
Yeah. Try your daughter's first day at school. That.
Sir, you know what, sir? I salute you. It has been a day because I've had to do it 3 times all the time. Yes, I know.
There were certain circumstances, like I said, man, which we had to well, she had to start school a little later. Certain circumstances I will not be disclosing on here. But as my family and them know, they know what's going on, and that was kind of hell going through that. That little girl didn't. That was a culture shock for her.
Listen, just know she fine. She doing fine.
Yeah, she'll be good. She'll be good.
She gonna ride the bus?
Hey, Sonia. Yeah, D. Coleman, you're right. The first day of school is like a human experiment. Trust me. It tests the fibers of your patience.
Lord. yeah. But speaking of who's popped in,
Who's
we
that
got
peeking in my
me.
window?
We got me,
Me too.
aka the Freestyle King in the building.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. You know what, Judge Texas boy? Yeah. Rolling down the hallway on his first day of school. What in the
What kind of
you go bowling with your child on the first day of school?
Well, I would have loved to see that shit, boy. I'd have been rolling laughing, boy. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
I just don't know. I don't know.
Diamond, what's going on? What's going on? We got Fresh in the building. We got Fresh in the building. We got Harrison. All right, man. Mike, what's going on with you, man? Okay, he's occupied right now, so let's go ahead and get right into it, man. So Fresh came with a question already. Said, are the Vikings trying to low-key bench J.J. McCarthy with this so-called ankle injury?
Oh man, that's
legit.
That's an interesting question.
Nah, that right there, that'll actually cost them more to try to quote unquote sabotage him. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, like I said,
it's almost like throwing games. It's like throwing games.
Right.
I don't think Minnesota fans would even deal with that. But nah, hell no. He just got his hands quick. Like, come on, Fresh. You know better than that.
He just throwing a question. He like I said, you know what he started. Yeah, that's what he said. He stirred shit up. Like I said,
I know he ain't. He's full of crap.
Like I said, he's one of our proteges in this thing too. So you already know.
Like somebody I know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he is a villain at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
That's one of, like you said, that's one of my proteges, as well as Mr. Tatchis, another one of my proteges. AKA under the umbrella of the big homie, AKA Mad Mike Sports.
See, yeah, he's like the Yoda of all of us now. You know, we just, you never know where we'll be.
So, hey man, Mike, how you feeling today, man?
I kind of how can I say this? I kind of feel like Neo.
Dreaming of Zion.
I'm talking about that arrogant. No, I ain't talking about no singer, Neo. Get that right.
No, nigga. We talking about the Matrix, nigga. I'm
feeling like the arrogant Neo, Mr. Anderson. That's what I'm feeling.
Look, bro. I was singing the POD song for the Matrix movie. That's one of my favorite songs. He said. Dreaming of Zion, awake, sleeping awake. Dreaming of Zion, awake.
Kiki said Jaden Daniels got an ankle sprain. Well,
yeah,
he better wrap it up and get back to it. He next too.
That's his plant foot. That's hard for a quarterback to do.
So the thing is, they just got so. Well, depending on the severity of it, like I said, he may be out just for the game. There's a lot better situation than what Cincinnati got going on right now.
Bro, what you talking about? That is like almost damn near season ending.
That technically is, because like I said, he's out for at least 3 months. That's going all the way to December.
And look, and that's not just that's the small part of it. The rehab is longer because that surgery, they got to graft it, bro. If y'all go look it up. I'm telling you, grafting stuff like that. When you tear it, because you gotta understand when you tear it, it becomes inflexible, easier to break.
Like Kiki
Yeah.
himself, glad Penix be sliding and know how to protect the ball in himself.
Oh, look. Penix got that roly poly going on. When they tried to sack him, and you see how he kind of bent over, kind of balled up. Yeah, he protected them knees. Trust and believe. He know what to do.
Exactly. So I guess we go ahead and start off with some Falcon talk here, and then we go get to the college football stuff later on. I think your boy Man Mike pulling some double duty today.
Yeah.
Keyshawn said defense is hurting on Minnesota. Yeah. So the biggest story that's coming into today, Victory Monday, is the defense in itself. As you saw, 7 sacks, 2 interceptions, the force was like 2 forced fumbles,
Fumble
6
recovery.
points given up. 6 points given up, and I think it's like less than 220 yards total.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a pretty dominant effort on the Falcons in itself. As Mike said on the post game show, about goddamn time, and I know that's how a lot of Falcon fans are feeling right now. It's about time you actually see a dominant defensive performance like that, and I think a lot of people are a little bit more happier for the simple fact that they had a total dominant day where it was won convincingly.
Yeah.
So what was your thoughts on that defense, man? And what do you think was the big difference?
Oh man. We laid out a plan and we executed it, number one. Number two, we played disciplined defense. Aggressive, violent, yet disciplined. We played disciplined defense. That was the difference maker. And everybody did their job. I'm gonna be honest with you. They had fun playing defense that way. They actually had fun. Nobody was trying to do anything too extra. Nobody was trying to be the quote unquote hero. Everybody did their job, and when the opportunity presented themselves, they came away with
it. Okay, like that. All right, Mike, man. I know you've already kind of discussed the defense and stuff like that. For those that may not have watched some of the recent videos, just based off of this game, like what was some of the biggest differences that you saw, which put on a performance like this?
Well, I want to correct people, because y'all wrong. The Falcons did not put Charlie Warner at fullback. That did not happen. They did not quit. They did not put Quentin Tarantino at fullback. They didn't do any of that. What they did was got creative. They used tight ends and they put him in motion and set him in the fullback position. That's a major difference.
Yeah. Basically, Charlie Warner was an H-back in a way. It was an H. For those that don't know what an H-back is, it's a tight end, but they have fullback responsibilities based on certain formations. And I think that's kind of like the biggest difference that we saw this week, which is something they really didn't do last year, was implement the second tight end as a fullback role. So
exactly.
Warner is not a fullback, but it's just good to see a lead blocker in the backfield.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's good. You essentially what that is with a fullback and the H back in this particular formation in a pistol. That's what makes the pistol so unique in itself, because you give it's almost like two formations in one. You get them in a shotgun, and it's almost like a I formation, or it can be a weak depending on how how you want to set up your running back. So it could be a weak formation. Not a, I mean a pro. That's what I meant. A pro formation, and it can be a shotgun all in one. So you get so many things you can do. You can be so creative with that position, and that's why guys like Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson. If he don't like calling Bijan, his mama like to call him Bijan, but he like Bijan, so his name is Bijan for me. I'm not saying
Yeah.
no damn Bijan
Right.
He can be whatever the fuck he wants to be with a performance like that.
Yeah, but you know what?
His mama said his name is Bijan, all right, but he said I don't like no damn Bijan. I like Bijan, okay?
You know what?
Damn it, his name is Mustard. How about that?
But you know what? But you know what?
Yeah.
But you know what? That setup right there, what that does is that alleviates when you got defensive coordinators that like to stack the box and, you know what I'm saying, try to make it difficult to get the run game going. Because in actuality, they used to do that a lot back in the days and stuff like that. When you had teams that had real good defenses, you would have a H-back or a fullback that would actually clear lanes for the running back. So that's not a lot of y'all new fans, that's not a new concept. That's very old, but it's just if you look in recent years, you had running backs the size of Derrick Henry now that can just power his way through. So them doing that for Bijan is very smart.
This play in particular. Said, do y'all think that the rest that Bijan was playing it should have him? It fooled the hell out of me because, I didn't even know what the fuck happened. I saw they lined up, and I blinked for a second. I said, wait a minute, did Bijan just run for 8 yards?
Yeah,
I didn't even see the handoff.
Look, and I'm gonna tell you something. You're going to see that more often. Don't worry, it's gonna come back because they know it works. They know it works.
But the thing is, this is why I said I'm not worried about the Falcons. I'm worried about the coaching. So far, I think Zach Robinson has I've seen the most growth out of him. I'm actually scared we're gonna lose him after this season because like he's so creative with the things that he's doing offensively. Out of that, the thing is too with that what Zach Robinson is like he's familiar. He's better with the with the shot. When you're in the gun, he's better with that. He knows exactly how to get the ball. But his growth has been in the pistol and the 2 to 3 tie-in sets. Those are the sets that he's really shining in my opinion, man. I love what I'm seeing from him and his growth out of everyone. But as far as Raheem is concerned, I mean, he's doing a good job of staying the fuck up out the way, and that's for the most part. That's what. It's not a bad trait for those that think I'm shitting on them.
I'll be right back.
But that's what you get when you have a your head coach. You allow your offensive coordinator, you allow your defensive coordinator, special teams to do what they need to do, and then when it's needed, you step in and make the necessary adjustments. But like I said, I'm seeing the most growth out of Zach Robinson because last year we would have just tried to throw the ball again, and throw the ball some more after we done threw the ball 15 times. And then after we threw the ball 15 times, we double it 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 times. Okay. We would have done that. But now he's saying that, when the running game is on, when Bijan is on, when Tyler is on, we keep handing them the ball. So I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing. But there's always some negatives. And right now, the only negative that I see with the Atlanta Falcons offense is really just there's a lot of timing issues. And that comes in time because he's only been the quarterback. He hasn't even been a quarterback a full NFL season as far as game is concerned. So that's gonna come.
Yep, and that's why you make it the easiest for the quarterback and just let him distribute the ball. He ain't got to play hero ball. He ain't got to do that. Those deep shots that a lot of y'all are waiting to see, those deep shots where you get to see him throw it and then somebody catch it in the end zone, that's coming. But you just, for right now, let him do what he's doing. He ain't turning over the ball, so don't try to fix it. What you got? What you got, Sam?
Blitz 2.0.
Slow your ass down. Slow your ass down.
That's what I'm calling it. That's what it felt like. But as far as all the crybabies looking for something to complain about, man, y'all shut up, man. This ain't mad. This game was honestly, this game was really no different than last week. Things were just flipped in reverse. You know, the passing game was a little bit stagnant, but the run game was on point to the tune of 218.
Hey.
You know, a chewed up clock took possessions away from Minnesota. You had two nasty defenses playing very well on yesterday. The difference is our offense didn't turn the ball over.
Right.
You know, right now over there in Minnesota, they're probably looking at themselves thinking, should we have kept Sam Darnold?
I mean, they got a situation going on right now.
Yeah, they do. I mean, you kind of you have to look back and ask yourself that question because you did go 14-3 last year.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute. It said it felt like grit. Yeah. This felt like the actual grits that had some solidity to it with butter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like porridge.
Yeah. Well, what have I been saying? We embodied our DNA. Gritty defense, run game. And we sprinkled in some passing. That is the Falcons' DNA.
Same things I said last week. Muck and yuck. Muck
So,
and yuck.
So let me ask y'all a question on this. And I just pop back in here. Got finished talking to me. So, supposed to be setting up something, so they're supposed to be showing me some anime and shit. So I had to set that up. But it's like you said, how do you feel about Nate Ollie? You know, the new defensive line coach and the energy that he's brought to that unit in itself.
I love it. Relentless attacking, yet disciplined defense. And Sam said it on his show. Won a whole lot of penalties. With the way they were attacking JJ McCarthy, wasn't a whole lot of penalties. And that's the dangerous part. When you can get your defense to play aggressive, not lose any aggression, and still be disciplined, to where they got the quarterback's head on a swivel, that's dangerous. And again, I'm going to reiterate, them boys had fun. They were having fun terrorizing JJ McCarthy. I love it.
You know what goes that has gone unspoken about. You know, we've all talked about what the line did. We've all talked about the back end, but Divine Diablo had himself a game on yesterday.
You went exactly where I was gonna go next. So go ahead, OG. Go ahead and cook on it.
He had himself a game. That what made it difficult for them to throw the ball. He was all over everything underneath. You know what I'm saying? And he had gap discipline like no other in the run game. Okay, so that connected the front to the back end. Him right there in the middle. You know what I'm saying? It was just that was nasty work. It was nasty work. And as much as I hate to even quote anything Chris Collinsworth, because I do not like that guy. But he said something. If that young man right there stays healthy and plays like that for the next 16 games, okay. Green personified.
Look, and I believe he will, because them Pierce and Walker. Oh boy, I'm gonna say it again. One of them took down, not them two specifically, but one of our linemen took down McCarthy. That Jalen Walker sack, that was disrespectful. You barrel rolled this man to the ground and then got up and did the shaggy. Barrel rolled him and did the shaggy.
Yeah, man, because you got a Leonard Floyd sack, you got a Zach Harrison sack, you got a Duelist sack, a Rook sack,
a Jalen Walker sack.
Jalen Walker, James Pierce 1.5. Like you said, and this kind of goes back to what OG talked about is, like you said, with Diablo. This is kind of also what happens when you have a multitude of interior guys that can cover. Like you said, not just Divine Diablo, but Billy Bowman as well. You have two interior guys who are playmakers that can cover portions of the field. Like I said, the perfect example of that whole situation was the fact that Justin Jefferson, outside of that one big catch, wasn't a factor at all.
Right. And with them guys doing that, you freed up people like, at the time before he went out, AJ Terrell, Jesse Bates, you know what I'm saying? You freed them guys up to just do what they do best. But what we got right now is what you call the recipe. This defense keeps doing what it's doing and consistently shows out this season. You now know how to draft. You know what to look for. You know how to keep the recipe going.
But the thing is, I think what makes a lot of people kind of excited about this game is one thing nobody talks about with this game.
What's that?
Hey, nobody made no mention of Jesse Bates the whole game.
Nope. he was freed up. Jesse was
I forgot.
out there.
Bro, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I forgot Jesse Bates was on the field. Yeah. That's how dominant they was.
Yeah.
Look, when you have the opposing quarterback and the backup and the quarterback coach, they got 4 tablets between them trying to figure out what the hell going on.
Right. Right.
I thought that was the funniest thing. They were over there playing musical tablets trying to figure out what the hell.
That's correct, kid, right here. That's not necessarily true. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why that's not true. Because there was no mention of AJ Terrell either until he pulled that hammy.
Right. It wasn't. Yeah, right. There wasn't no mention of him.
So basically, it was 2 of the major guys in that bag having. They had no mention at all.
But what did I say?
But when that hold on. But when that happens, when you don't mention your 2 biggest stars on defense in the secondary, what did that tell you?
That tells you that your front 7 is doing what they supposed to do.
Exactly.
So not having Jesse being in the middle of everything is actually the greatest compliment that you can have for your defense.
Yeah, I used to say that. If you're depending on your DBs to stop teams from scoring, you have major deficiencies. We didn't hear about them. That lets you know right there, the front was getting home. The linebackers were covering. They were wreaking havoc. Them DBs was just out there in case he got the ball out. That was it. That's it. Your defense is supposed to. Your DB should be out there bored. Like, bro, when we gonna get the ball? Somebody gonna throw the ball our way. What's going on? If they out there, if your DBs are tired, your defense is not making any difference. It's not.
Well, when you have 11 quarterback hits and 6 sacks, and you're winning your pressure rate.
Don't you take away a sack from us? Don't you goddamn it do that?
7.
7. I'm sorry, 7. Excuse me. I stand corrected. 7 sacks on 11 QB hits. And your 54% winning percentage on getting pressure, it's going to be a lot of standing around on the back end.
Mm-hmm. And that's what you want. You want AJ and then to be like, man, I wish I can, you ain't covering nobody. Nope.
Goddamn help. That's why he's straining that hamstring. He was out there running goddamn left like he fucking Michael Johnson and shit.
Hey, what you say? He was standing still too long.
But he stood still too long. That motherfucker did one piece of work and pulled it like, oh shit. I wasn't expecting this.
Hey, you know what? Let's be honest with you. AJ caught a crab. He caught a crab.
Yeah.
Not a crab. No.
No. Excuse me, Charlie Horse. He caught a Charlie Horse in his hamstring. That's why.
That's one of those things where he was out there like, he was basically being an outfielder out there. He's like, okay, when is somebody gonna hit me the goddamn ball?
Right.
But ran back and pulled him like, damn.
Hey, but you know what though? I thought about it. I said, I know Baker was at home like, woo, glad we ain't see them Falcons.
Right.
Like, bruh, nope. Baker was at home laughing like, JJ, better you than me.
Oh, he was getting his ass tagged too.
Oh, yeah, I know, but he look at that like, jeez.
I mean, we hit him 8 times. We just didn't get home on the sacks.
Right.
And we dropped 7 interceptions.
Yeah. This was the biggest story going into this game too. Is defensively is taking advantage of those opportunities. Offensively, there's still some opportunities that was left on the field quite a bit, which is going to have to definitely be worked on. But defensively, like Sam said, is taking advantage of those opportunities. Like, wow, what did you say about JJ McCarthy? You frustrate him, he's gonna give you the ball.
Yeah, and this is why I took Mike's advice. You guys start studying each opponent that we got. Start studying their quarterback and their mannerisms. Because when I listened to some of these podcasts and they were talking about JJ McCarthy, when I heard them say, yeah, JJ McCarthy, he's emotional. When he's high, he's high. When he's low, he's low. I said, oh yeah. I said, as soon as the Falcons see that, it's a wrap. You got an emotional quarterback like that goal swings from one side to the other. Oh yeah, it's easy to frustrate him. And that's what you want.
Whoa. What did you just say?
I said, when you have a quarterback whose emotions swing from one side to the other, it's easy to frustrate him.
No, man.
See, we're not doing that. He's not. Nope.
Mike trying to turn this shit to something else.
And look, and I'm going to say this. If you look at it, Baker's the same way, JJ is the same way, and Bryce Young is the same way. Oh, you're next, sir. You're next. They saw that performance.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All I'm gonna say, really, as far as big picture wise with this defense, is the mutation of this, and we get this consistently. The finished product is going to be a horror film.
Mm-hmm. You said the biggest key right there, OG. Like I said, we get this consistent. Like I said, then we really definitely have something to talk about.
Yeah,
but like you said, it's just that the aspect that you saw on Sunday Night Football, a Falcons team that won again. Now you know the detractors are gonna say, well, they was down offensive linemen, they was down players, motherfucker. When they down players, that means that means it's fresh blood in the water.
Right.
You take, AKA, you take advantage of the opportunities.
Yeah.
That tackle got his ass whooped.
Yes.
That was just brutal.
Yeah. But see, if y'all sitting up here talking about, well, they were down some linemen, we were down Caleb McGarry, we were down AJ Terrell. So you mean to tell me that the 14-3 Vikings don't have depth? That's what you're saying. Oh, woe was them. They don't have any depth. If you do 14-3 a previous season, you got depth. You got depth. So it's no excuse. It's no excuse because that this year it's just repetition. You've already gotten there. It's repetition. So I don't want to hear that. They were missing players. We were missing players too. We didn't have no 100% squad. Y'all like to make it seem like the Falcons are just happen to luck up and win. And because they were missing players, that just toned them down a little bit. If they had all it, no, I don't think it would have mattered. We went in a house with a mission. We putting a foot in your ass, and that's it. Stop doing that.
Look, if I see my enemy in the street and he got a busted leg and he can't walk, motherfucker is off with his head.
Right. Bust the other leg.
Off with it. Well, hey, Sam, what you say? You shall not pass.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to do. When motherfuckers is down players, you have to take advantage. Because the thing about it is, even if them players were out, if they didn't take advantage, then we'll be talking about how bad this draft class is. And right now, and as of right now, everybody kissing Terry Fontenot's ass right now because this draft class.
Kiss the ring.
Yeah.
Kiss the motherfucking ring.
Yeah. Hey, and I got one thing to say. Hey, Saints, how Dimitrov working out for you?
Kiss the ring. Where's that negative talk at now?
Speaking of negative talk, we also noticed that we haven't heard no Kyle Pitts negative talk the last 2 weeks neither.
Keep that same energy. All y'all talk about Pitts was a bust and he wasn't getting the ball and he can't play. Keep that same energy.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Hey, Mike, Sam, Juan. Let me ask y'all a question. Who was the guy in 2024 that most Falcon fans wanted Terry Fontenot to draft?
24?
He was a linebacker from the University of Alabama.
Dallas Turner?
Oh.
Did anybody see what happened to Dallas Turner on last night?
Yep.
Kyle,
he played for the Giants, though.
He played for the Vikings last night. He played last night.
Yeah, he did. Him did.
Kyle Pitts literally dominated him the whole night, bro.
Yep. I remember you saying that, Kel. I remember you pointing that out. Look. Let me say something about Kyle Pitts. Okay? I told y'all that when he came back off of injury, he was not 100%, and I got clowned for it. I told y'all his knee was not fully healed. He mentally was not there. I said, but when he gets it together, he gonna be a problem. What y'all are looking at right now is a Kyle Pitts that understands he got a big body and can't nobody stop him. That's what you're seeing right now. It may have come late, but it showed up. In 2 games, Kyle Pitts has manhandled people. He knows his body now. He knows what it can do. Y'all in trouble. And Penix kept his promise. I'm going to make sure Pitts gets the ball. Guess what? The more he gets the ball, the more of a menace he becomes. You've seen it. when he was with Matt Ryan. You seen it. But he didn't know his body then. He know his body now. Him a whole daddy now. he know his body now.
Mm-hmm. But that comes back to what I was talking about last night. When we start looking at him as a tight end instead of trying to look at him as Julio Jones 2.0. Like I said, that's when you start looking at the intangibles that go with it. Yeah, Dallas Turner had a sack last night. They had to stunt him inside for him to get that sack. But we talk about the outside, the outside assignment.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Pitts threw Dallas Turner ground 3 times last night.
And
ragdolled them last night.
And based on the way he's playing, now what you're going to start seeing is Zach Robinson is basically learning how to put him in mismatches. That's going to benefit him. That's what you're going to start seeing now. Pitts is going to purposely be put in to be a mismatch on somebody's team. I'm telling you. So because he knows how to use his body, he just going to continue to be a terror.
Speaking of defense, I got another question. Sam, Mike, Juan, I got no question.
What's that?
There was once a man
who
previously played for the Atlanta Falcons who
oh no. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Kev.
Who went into another stop. He's up there with the monsters of the midway, but he's looking like a puppy dog right now.
Painful.
So the question comes down to is, did Grady leave a year too early dealing with Nate Ollie, or you got as much as what you got out of him, and now you're starting to kind of see the fruits of their labor going with the young guys?
I'm gonna go with the second half of that, Kevin, for 500.
Okay.
Grady who?
Yeah.
I just thought the Falcons just got rid of him. I think they just got rid of him. Like he left. Because for one, you're trying to build a team. You can't build a team if you ain't got no money. And Grady, so like whether he is finished or not, I don't think that has anything to do why the Falcons got rid of him. Like he wasn't putting up sacks, and paying him 20 million. So why can't
everybody in the chat talking about, damn, did Grady play yesterday? Shit. Yeah, he did.
He's been playing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike, you're right. You're right. For the money, what the numbers and the money didn't match in terms of production. But and from a tactical standpoint, in my opinion, Grady being here was a handicap because they tried to treat him. They tried to treat him like he was a bigger version of himself. And because teams know how he can wreck a game if you let him. But those younger guys, some of them younger guys wouldn't have got playing time had he still been here, because they would have still been trying to rely on the fact that it's Grady Jarrett. Right. It's Grady Jarrett. And instead of him being effective, like Grady Jarrett needs help to be totally effective. And now we saw that when Clay's
Hold on. That's the recipe for everybody. That's not a Grady Jarrett. That's not a Grady Jarrett issue. I don't want to shit on Grady Jarrett by saying he's not effective on his own. See, the thing is, every player has to have the right players around them for them to pretty much to highlight what they do best. For example, you look at Aaron Donald. What did Aaron Donald always have when he was there with the Rams?
A big fat slob next to him.
A big fat slob. All right, so we're gonna go to the next one.
he's regarded as the greatest defensive player of all time.
Lawrence
And
Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor. What does Lawrence Taylor always have?
A big fat slob in front of him.
Fat ass slob. Okay,
you
we're
just
gonna go to
proved my
DT.
point.
We're gonna go to DT. The
Yeah.
late great Derek Thomas. What does he always have?
A big fat slob in front of
A
him.
big fat slob. Let's go to Baltimore and one of the greatest defenses of all time and one of the greatest eras of football, greatest of defenses era. Terrell Suggs. What do they have with them?
4 big fat slobs in front of him.
Big fat slob. You see what the problem is? So it's not necessarily that Grady wasn't a great player, but if you're not gonna put the right players around him and you paying him $20 million for it, it's a waste of what one was talking about.
Yeah.
You can't put young players around him. So you've already given away all the money because the Quintero decided he wanted to just say fuck the organization and fuck his teammates and fuck bringing in new players. He wanted his money again. Okay, we already paid his ass one time.
Hold on. Let's go down the list. Let's go down some more lists here. Keith Brookin, what do you had in front of him?
A big fat stinking slob.
Yeah.
I don't look. One of the greatest of all time. One of the greatest linebackers of all time. Monsters of the midway. A linebacker in the middle.
Mike Singletary. Big fat slob.
No. Mike Singletary had a big fat slob in front of him too. Urlacher.
Yeah.
Urlacher had Tommy Harris, right? Had Tommy Harris in front of him, right?
He had Tommy Harris and Big Ted Washington.
Ted Washington. That right there. This is what you need. You need some big, fat, stinking burrito, spaghetti eating goddamn slobs in front of you. Okay, that's what you need.
And this is why I said when we had Calais Campbell eating up 3 guys, let Grady Jarrett wreck games. I would never say that Grady wasn't good in his own right because that would be false. But what I'm saying is, with Grady being on his team and everybody having that notion that he's that dude, a lot of these young guys wouldn't have played.
They wouldn't have gotten, and that's the point that I was making to expand on what you were saying. Because the thing is, people are like, man, don't disrespect. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Grady was a complete failure in what the Atlanta Falcons paid for him. He was a complete failure. He's on the level. Look, he's a notch above. And I'm being so honest right here. He's a notch above 2 guys. One guy that one guy that we brought in from Minnesota. Y'all know who that guy is?
Who's that?
We brought him in. Grady Jarrett, for the money that we gave him, it was a complete failure. He was a failure. We paid him $20 million to give it for barely getting 5 sacks in the damn season.
You said so. Basically, you said once they gave him the $20 million, he turned into Ray Edwards.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
I'm talking about the production part. I'm not talking about
the production part. Yeah. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying for what we paid for. Yes, for what we paid for is a complete failure. But from the sack part of the games, because you're not paying guys $20 million not to get sacks.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
He can be the greatest run defender, tackle for losses guy of all time. But you're not paying them $20 million to get 2 sacks, 3 sacks, 4 sacks in the season. That's not why you're paying them $20 million. So in essence, let's keep it real. One of the greatest failures, the biggest failures in Atlanta Falcons history.
I think he fell off.
One of the biggest failures in Atlanta Falcons history in regards to finances is Grady Jarrett. He's the biggest failure in Atlanta Falcons history as far as the finances that we paid him to do nothing.
They kept Grady Jarrett around because he was the quote unquote unsung link of the defense. He was the unsung heart of the defense. That's what they. If you ever listen to what people said about Grady, you know Grady, he's the heart of this defense. Yeah, he's the heart of the defense on paper.
Even that was a failure. That bitch didn't say nothing when we needed him to say nothing.
But the thing about it
Tell
is,
me what I'm wrong. I'm just saying, tell me what I'm wrong about Grady. I would love. I don't see nobody arguing in here.
No, Kiki, he wasn't the problem. What it was is for the money he was getting paid, he wasn't producing.
No, boy, he was the problem. Grady was the problem. When we were getting our ass totally kicked on defense, when the last time Grady stepped up and say, "What the fuck are we doing? We need to do better than this." He sat his goofy ass down and collect his goddamn paycheck and said, "Man, hey man, I'll just do my job."
Grady wasn't the unsung leader.
He wasn't no damn leader.
That was apparent because when Jesse Bates got here, Jesse Bates was the leader.
That's what he meant by unsung.
Yeah. Jesse Bates was the leader. I'm gonna be real. Jesse Bates was the leader of the defense. He's the most vocal.
And to that point, like right now, you're looking at defensive locker room, and you got Lloyd, you got Jesse, you got Diablo.
Yeah.
Why you think that Raheem said that about Jalen Walker? He said Jalen Walker's a leader. They brought him in because he's a leader. That was a direct shot at Grady Jarrett. Direct shot.
Yeah.
the reality of it is the front seven needed some energy.
Yeah, they did.
And as much as we all do love Grady and we appreciate what Grady has been here for us, like you say, he was more of a Robin than a Batman. And like you said, that's just based off of the energy that it is, which is nothing wrong with that.
No.
But what it is during that time span, you have to remember the Falcons, they put the graphic on the TV during the game.
Yeah.
What was it, between 2017 to 2024? They had the least amount of sacks out of any team in that span.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is in the tenure of Grady Jarrett.
Yes.
So when 2023 came around, 2024 came around, this is why Ruka Rororo and Brandon Dorlus was drafted, because that pretty much kind of told the Falcons fans what the next plan was. We have to rebuild this defensive line from the inside out. And what ended up happening was, because they gave Grady the last chance. But the thing about it is let's just be honest, if Grady Jarrett was still here, half of the defensive linemen on this team wouldn't even be on the field.
Right. They wouldn't. And you know what? Why do y'all, now question for some of y'all in the chat and on the panel, why do you think sergeants in the military are so important? And I'm going somewhere with this. Why are sergeants so important in the military?
I saw the corner.
Because they are responsible for developing aggressive yet disciplined troops. And Grady Jarrett being here in the locker room was not. You can't have an Ulbrich defense to be aggressive and then you don't have vocal leaders, because the two don't mix. The two don't mix, because when the defense is having a day where they're not doing their best, you got to have guys to get everybody refocused. So if your heart of the defense ain't that guy to get vocal, everybody's gonna follow his lead. That's the reason why, if you remember last season, Jesse Bates was the one complaining about how the defense was going. But by him being the sole person really complaining about it, he was outvoted. Wasn't nobody really listening. They were looking at Grady.
Let me ask everybody in the comments one. Let me ask everybody this question. And be 100% honest about it. Have y'all ever heard any of my lives or any of Sam's lives any one of our lives and said, God damn, boy, y'all making me want to goddamn play. Just by y'all talking. How many of you, by show of hands, have said that to yourself? God damn it, now I want to suit up. And y'all get amped up and y'all get excited. But just by what we say.
Put a 1 in the chat for yes, 2, no. And be honest.
Just completely honest.
I mean, the tractors, and won't know to debate our topic, the way we talk and get upset with us actually counts as 1 as well. So
yeah,
y'all go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jerome stupid. Jerome is stupid.
Nah, you know what's fucked up about that? Because they were talking about that on Football America. They were talking about that the damn Chicago Bears need a new center.
Already, goddamn.
I said, wow. I said, that's fucked up.
So, Kiera, Keisha, Corey.
What did Kendrick Lamar say? I make music to electrify, you make music to pacify.
Yeah.
And that's really what the biggest issue is. That really was the biggest issue with Grady was did he really electrify the guys around him? Like I said, we don't know.
But that you see all these ones in here. That's what I'm talking about. Like if we're doing that and we're not football players anymore, don't y'all think that's a huge plus for somebody that's in the run? This is why Raheem is regarded as a good coach because he rallies guys. This is why Ulbrich is so loved by a lot of those guys in New York. And you see how they playing now. Like this is why these guys are regarded. That is a trust. Believe me, there's been instances where I wanted to run through a damn wall. Listen to people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If y'all listen to the Raheem locker room video, he passed the ball to everybody. The last person he passed the ball to was Ulbrich. Did you see Ulbrich's reaction? And I said it to the guys today in the chat. Did you see Ulbrich's reaction? Ulbrich's reaction was one of redemption. What I envisioned actually worked on the field. That was redemption. Why? Because he changed who he was in terms of how he operates as a DC. From New York to here. He wasn't around beating on his chest. He wasn't, he was quiet. He was stoic, but he had that look on his face like, damn, this finally worked. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually getting these guys to buy in. This shit's working. It's working out for us. This is going to be a good year. That's the look on his face. That's the look on the man that was convicted to what he said in the first press conference. That's what you want out of a coach. Yeah, Raheem going to be animated. That's just him. Now, guess what? You're going to see Ulbrich do. Ulbrich going to dial it up a little bit. Each game, he's going to dial it up. This is what we need. Because the players translated the aggression he showed them when he walked in the door day one. He didn't use no slogans. He just told you what he wanted to do. He's like the sergeant. He's responsible for getting his troops ready for battle. And they have to carry a mindset. And when it don't work, what are we? That's why I said he gave you the identity. They just got to show you that it worked.
Right. And schematically, which I was very impressed with, from the defense in that game, the multitude of looks that were before and after the snap. The movement of the line and the setups, with the personnel it was something different every damn play.
Mm-hmm.
It It was something different every play. Every defense play was something different. It was a different formation. It was a different setup. It was a different look. It was a different move. I needed a towel and a fan.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Nah, but what Sam is talking about too is, like I said, the way that they mixed it up was, you had some odd front looks where you had Pierce and K Nellis lined up on the same side on the line, and you had the other three D tackles on the other side. You had some different looks where you had Brandon Doyle's lined up as an outside rusher.
Mm-hmm.
And they moved and like it's
disrespectful. That was disrespectful. That was disrespectful for them to do that damn left tackle like that. You said Brandon Doyle's on the outside, and that was nothing but a damn train wreck.
Listen. What did Chris Collinsworth say? Is that they're going with exotics to match the exotics? I'm like, oh yeah. You're right.
Well, wasn't nothing exotic about that 300-pound motherfucker all the way on the outside. and I was like, oh my, just throw in the damn towel.
Bruh, it was bad. They had damn Zach Harrison lined up as an outside rusher too.
Again, disrespectful.
Bruh, JJ went over there and talked to his coach. Coach, what kind of Falcons is this? This ain't the ones that played Baker. Why they hit me like this? Come on now, JJ, get it together. Just throw the ball. I can't. They keep hitting me.
But like you said, that is, like you said, the reason why you saw those fronts work like that is because of the guys like the Divine Diablos, the Billy Bowmans, the guys that can cover in the middle of the field and give that front the opportunity to switch it up and take those chances like that. Justin Jefferson had 81 total receiving yards yesterday, and 50 of those came on one reception.
Yep, and that was at the end of the first half.
Yeah, and this is why I harped on the Tampa game so much. Them first 7 minutes is what we saw all game. This game. Them first 7 minutes when we did the team did a touchdown and 3 and out in less than 7 to 10 minutes. I was like, this is who we need to show, and we came right back and did it.
Do y'all realize in the second half that they did not get nowhere near the red zone?
Nowhere.
Man, Justin Jefferson was so frustrated he lost hang time in his braids, nigga. Just think about that for a second.
That's the hang time in his braids. So what you saying? Look,
that boy went from Omarion from B2K to Allen Iverson in 2000, nigga. That's how bad. That's how frustrated he was.
He had limp braids.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, like you said, man. I know we ain't talk about the kicker, like the kicking situation like that. That pretty much is about to be a doggone conclusion. But we don't know yet, so we're gonna figure it out by the time Wednesday comes. About Wednesday, right, Sam? About Wednesday?
By Wednesday. If not tomorrow.
At the very latest Wednesday. If we don't hear if we hear about Romo kicking again, like I said, it'll kind of tell the story of what we do. And that's why I said after that week one loss, this is why I said, and Sam, let me ask you this question, because this was a statement that I made when Koo missed that kick the first week. I said the reaction to the miss was more detrimental to him than him actually missing it.
When they said he wasn't getting on the plane to Minnesota, pink slip is already written.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The way this team is going, and this is not a foreshadowing, but it's just the Falcons right now are like, if you're not mentally ready to play this game, you're not playing. That's been the consensus this training camp. If you are not all in to play on Sunday, or if we on Monday night or Thursday night, you're not playing. Plain and simple. They're not trying to have people on the field trying to figure it out. You gotta rookies right now.
I'll be right.
The rookies ain't completely on the field trying to figure it out. Them boys is playing and they having fun. That's it. So I mean, like I said, we don't know what's gonna happen with Koo, but it's a strong possibility. It's a strong possibility. But I'm gonna take the 2-game approach. So like, you can have one good game. I want to see you do this consistently. But we need to get touchdowns. He should be kicking extra points. He shouldn't be necessarily having to be leaned on to win the game.
Yeah, like I said, man, it come down to it just come down to keeping the psyche around the team at top level. That thing, like when you see a grown ass man with his head in the dirt because he missed the kick.
Hold on, Mike. I got the picture right here. Hold on, let me put it.
You got 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, you keep that bitch up off my team.
I got the picture right here. This is where I knew that the detriment was coming. This is the look right here.
Yeah, that
Yeah. Like I said, the reaction to the kick was more detriment to the miss.
That was his man. Koo, Kev, if you could find a picture with Koo's face before he kicked it, Koo had the look on his face like, I don't think this is gonna go well. Before he kicked it, he knew he was not gonna make that kick. He knew it.
That's Bradley Pinion jogging off the field. That's the look of a guy that know his time is over. And the thing about it is kickers miss kicks is fine. Like I said, kickers miss kicks is part of the game. But when you see the guy doing this on the field, you know his confidence is done.
Yeah. And that is something. If you go back to training camp, there is a video clip of Jalen Walker talking with Jeff Ulbrich, and he was asking. He said, "Coach," he said, "So do you think a lot of us gonna make the 53 man?" And Ulbrich said, "Possible." He said, "But if y'all not ready to play, if y'all not getting y'all assignments together, stuff like that, if y'all not doing A, B, C, and D, you will not get a jersey. You won't play." And he said, "It's like that." He said, "It's like that." Because you have to instill an all or none mentality. And that goes for special teams. Because Kevin and I had a good conversation this afternoon. Special teams, they are responsible for setting you up in good field position and closing the game out should it come to that.
I'm gonna tell you something right here, and this is me talking special team stuff. The kicker and the punter are 2 of the most stressful positions that you can ever play in this league. More stressful than the quarterback. And I'm not talking about as far as X's and O's and, having to learn stuff. The thing about being a kicker and a punter, you are on a game-to-game. You're basically on a 10-day contract for a whole season.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, teams ain't gonna trip on you missing kicks because it's part of the game. But when when you're missing kicks to the point, or you're missing punts to the point where your confidence looks shot, you out of there.
Yep.
Remember, we went before Bradley Payne. We went through 3 punters in 2 years. They shanked punts like motherfuckers. If y'all don't remember the punters, well, I know 2 of them: Sterling Hoff-Richter and Cam Nazareth. Now, Cam Neasy, as I called him.
Yeah, I remember that.
Brandon Payne, they gonna let he gonna kick as long as they let him.
Exactly. Because the thing, but like I said, because the thing about it is you're flipping field position, and the thing about it is because the kickers and punters really don't practice as much as everybody else. Like I said, your leash is shorter than anybody on the damn team, because, like I said, once you start missing important kicks and your confidence looks shot, they getting you up out of here. No, you gotta remember, the only reason why Young Wei Koo was even on the team because Gio Tavecchio, who was the kicker before him, was missing kicks like a motherfucker.
Yep.
Because remember, before that, Young Wei Koo was kicking for the Atlanta Legends in the AAF. Before that, the San Diego Chargers.
Yep.
So they brought him in.
You got the 9 misses from last season, and then he missed that one last week. It's over with.
That's ugly. That's ugly right now.
Because to be honest with you, let's just say we get through this season and get into the playoffs, and the game get gritty. The last thing you want to be worried about is, oh shoot, we coming down to the wire. Now now Koo got to get on the field. We don't need people having high blood pressure medicine and diabetes medication when he get on the field. We don't need both of that. We don't need that. Because it'll come up at the most inopportune time when you're getting ready to win a game.
Right. Yeah. Kickers and punters have one job, and they can't afford to mess up.
If y'all listen to the Falcons Audible, if y'all listen to the Falcons Audible, Rackley tells y'all this every time. Hey, I was a special teams guy. I had one job. He said if a quarterback mess up, he got a couple more downs. He got a couple more chances. If somebody mess up on defense, you got a couple more chances. He said if a kicker mess up, he said you could be gone the next day.
And especially the fact that the two kicks after the first one, the one that he made, he doinked off the goal post that barely went in.
Right.
And then the other one, he just shanked it from the left hash and it went wide right. So like you said, the thing is, if it was one of those cases where he kicked it, but then it kind of hooked a little bit and he missed it slightly, we'll all be upset. But like you said, shit can happen. But the fact that he went from the left hash and missed it so far right, like I said, it just, and the picture that I just showed you of him falling to the ground like that, it showed that his confidence got shattered. And that's why he was a healthy scratch for this previous game, because like you said, he got to get his mental right. Rather they're going to end up cutting him, rather he's going to be back, or rather they trade him. You got to get his mental right. I don't know what happened, but it wasn't all there.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Romo confidence is on 1,000 right now. When they did the first interview, Romo said straight up, he said, "Look, man," he said, "I've been down here before." He said, "But this is my job." He said, "I'm interviewing for a job every game.
That's
so
the mindset.
I got to come out here and do my best." He came out there like, "Okay, cool, not playing. I'm kicking this ball. I ain't worried about it. Let me kick it."
And as a kicker, that's the mindset that you have to have. Like I said, you're literally one kick away from being out of the league.
Yeah.
Just being honest with you.
Every kick Every kick is an audition for another team and your team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know how many he hit in his audition, but you know what I'm saying? They go 5 for 5 and then 6 for 6 overall with the extra point. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, if you get, like you said, if you really looking at him as being the kicker for the rest of the season, you got to get a multitude of games out of him to do the same thing. Because the thing is, you don't want him having a 6 for 6 game like this, and then all of a sudden the next game he's missing 3 field goals or missing 2 field goals. So they want to see if that consistency is there. Like I said, that's how Tavecchio, that's how he was. Because remember, he first kicked on the Monday Night Football game against the Giants, and he made everything. But then the very next week, he missed everything.
Well, what the one thing that helps kickers out too is the fact that if your team is scoring, you're not putting them in situations where they have to necessarily win the game. They're just getting the extra point. So if we come out against the Panthers and we're scoring, that takes pressure off of them. That's the whole thing. You will wear any player down when you put them in a position to where they have to win a game when you could have easily won the game, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. The thing is, it just goes back to offensively taking advantage of your opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look, they already talking about they already talking about Tampa. Oh man. So Kev, you want to go ahead, man, before you close out the show? You want to get to the college football, man?
Yeah. We do the last 15, 20 minutes of the college football stuff, man. Like I said, man, it's been a pretty good day for weekend for Georgia sports. Like I said, Tech upsetting Clemson. And actually, that win kind of propels Tech up to number 18th overall, which is good. I see Haynes King is starting to get a lot more traction around college football. I don't know if you heard what Todd McShay. Todd McShay, I guess now Todd McShay is a big Haynes King guy. Like I said, man, Georgia poured out overtime win against Tennessee, in which the Tennessee kicker, they about ready to send that kicker out of Tennessee on the slingshot. So it's been very interesting. So what did y'all think about college football weekend, man? And we had another upset too, that Vanderbilt upset South Carolina 31-7.
All right, Quentin, be good, man.
Shout out to Georgia Tech. And I gave Bobo 2 flowers. He ain't getting no whole bouquet. I gave him 2 flowers.
2 flowers. 2 flowers.
Because he's still on the shoestring list with me. You know.
I stopped doing that.
Oh man. I mean, look, man. I ain't really catch I ain't get to catch most of them because I was running around. But bro, I seen some of the scores. I'm like, woo. I mean, shout out to UGA against Tennessee. Yeah, that was interesting.
I think we still got the student section at Tech still carrying around that field goal post down Techwood somewhere.
Oh shoot!
I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck they get that shit out of Bobby Dunn.
That part is still going on.
That part ain't stopping until Saturday. Well, to the next game. But
I'm gonna say this about Mr. Gunnar Stockton. Yeah, he had a game this week that was good, but Don't be sitting up here trying to pretend like the first 2 weeks didn't happen. So y'all can go to hell, okay? Yeah, he had a game. All right. That boy ain't nothing but damn Stetson trash ass Bennett reincarnated. He's just a better athlete.
Oh man.
He's got a better athlete from assault.
Yeah, he's a better athlete, got a better arm, but he's Stetson Bennett. I mean, look, we know that Kirby got a fixation for white crackers that play quarterback position and they run fast. We know that already.
Not the saltines.
Tell
Not the
me when
small,
I'm lying.
not the
Tell me
small
when I'm
team.
lying. He
No,
got
you
what
got
it
no,
is.
you got no, you got to do it. You said it wrong. It has to be the small town saltines.
Oh.
The small.
I was about to expand on it. I mean, tell me when I'm lying. Tell me when I'm lying. What did he do to Issa?
Got him up out of here.
Got him
Forced him out of here.
What did he even try? Did he even try to land any quarterback that can't run fast?
No.
He tried to bring in Arch, didn't he? He's a white boy who can run, right?
No.
He tried to bring him in. The quarterback that's at what was at Kentucky, I forget his name.
Vander, whatever his name is.
Vander, whatever the hell his name is. They brought him in. He love white boys who can run. I'm just being honest. So like I'm not buying all this Gunner Stockton stuff just yet. Did they have a good game? Did he have a good game passing? Yes, but there was a lot of mistakes from a quarterback. He's still missing wide open. Guys be right in front of him, wide the freak open. It shouldn't even got to that point. If it wasn't for the running game, if it wasn't for the defense, clamping down at a certain extent, like that game shouldn't even been that close, to be honest.
I'm telling you right now, Hayes, they shooting Hank King up with a stem pack or something, cause that motherfucker is running. that boy is Forrest Gump with the football. I be running.
Kev, you can't be telling secrets. You cannot be telling secrets, Kev.
That motherfucker is Forrest Gump when he run the football, bro.
Mama said I was a runner. I do it all the time.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I love me some crackers. Okay, look, everybody know I got an infinity for Mister Mike Honky. Mike Honky, that's my Honky right there.
This some bitch right here literally just said that on the line. I'm about to say Ritz Craft or Tofu House. Well, which one?
No. It's Townhouse. Yeah.
Townhouse. People out here saying Mike don't like white folks. I love white folks. I mean, John is my best friend.
Look, Kev. Mike like the buttery ones.
We ain't butter.
He like the herb, the butter and herb ones. Say he don't like wheat.
No, I don't think he likes the bland ones. I don't think he likes the bland.
Y'all up in here LP and y'all gonna have to stop that. We're not doing that over here, bro.
He like them herb and cheese crackers.
Oh,
no, get it right. Like I like Thin Mints. Okay, get it right.
Shut up.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with the crunch.
Like I said, John say, oh yeah. Also, shout out to the Oregon Ducks too, man, because they picking off where they left off. Still think Dylan Gabriel ain't shit, and they kind of proving it right now.
John, you a duck, John?
Yeah. John's a duck. He a long time duck.
Hey, you know what? I ain't mad at you. You had a good run there. So y'all produce some linemen and some linebackers. I say that.
Hey, I mean,
Y'all produce some linemen and some linebackers.
I'm still trying to. I don't know how the hell they score all them damn points without having good wide receivers in the NFL.
Listen,
Because they got a lot of athletes, bro. It's a lot of athletes.
Well,
They
yeah.
got a lot of athletes. That's for sure.
That's a lot of athletes that go to Oregon. That's a very speedy team.
Hey, don't we got somebody from Oregon on our team?
Yeah, Brandon Douglas.
Yeah. How I figured.
like I said, linemen and linebackers. Linemen and linebackers.
Oh, he been a Duck fan since the damn Fouts days. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
You
OG
showing your
right.
age, John. You showing your age.
That's OG. That's
You
OG.
showing your age, John.
I'm gonna say it. If you know, you know. Dan Fouts. If you know, you know.
See. That's OG, triple OG right there, boy.
Right.
That boy said, "Damn Fouts."
That's 74 to 78.
Yeah. See, that was that. Yeah, that was around the time I was born.
Yeah, that's 34, 75, 78, 79.
He said he trudged through some dark times as an Oregon fan.
Look, you paid your dues. You paid your dues, and Sam was paying his dues with the Falcons.
Ooh, you was a duck back there. Ooh.
See, but like I said, these are the type of sports fans that we talk about that we show a lot of respect to, because we talk about the ones that sat really through the darkest of dark times.
Man, listen.
We not talking about times where you right there and you don't get there. No, we talk about
it wasn't the dark ages, doing midnight ages.
What he said? Hey, what'd you say, Sam? Dark 30.
Boy, hey, salute, my guy. Salute.
Yeah. I'm about to say, that national championship matchup with Auburn. I know that was a rough one right there. Is there any future
with Braylon Trice
with us? Yeah,
it is.
But yeah.
They're
just gonna make his job easier. I'm gonna tell you like that. If he can stay healthy,
they getting the medical team with him, and you know what I'm saying, and they're working it out. He has a future. We just gotta do our due diligence with him.
See, the biggest question you have to ask is there a future for Braylon Trice with us? The problem is going to be, is there a future for Troy Anderson for us? The way Divine Diablo is playing right now.
Listen, and ain't he wearing zero, right?
Hold on, wait, because
I'm asking the question, just hypothetical.
God damn, Kevin, you ain't even said nothing. You think I was going to say something about that? I didn't say nothing about that. I said, to be honest,
I was adding context for the people.
What the hell? I know you thought I was going to say something, but I wasn't going to say that. I said Divine Diablo, the only fucking middle linebacker playing. So who the fuck gonna be? We're gonna have a whole team full of goddamn edge rushers.
I mean, doesn't that sound Raheem like anyway?
That's what I'm saying, motherfucker. What you complaining about?
Motherfucker, there wasn't no complaint, boy. You need to calm that voice down, motherfucker. I just asked the question.
You calm your head down. Don't make me goddamn. You can find on here.
Five said, oh, you want to pull it? Go ahead, pull it, motherfucker. Let's do it.
Hey, let's get it,
On a good note, Booker T is on the sidelines in Houston.
I saw that, Samuel.
What happened now?
He got there with a whole Houston chain.
Yeah, Booker T on the sideline in Houston.
Oh, okay.
So who's going to do the Devil's Kiss as a touchdown celebration?
You know what? Shut up. Shut the hell up. Okay. You gonna get booked with a bus at a football game.
The Divine Diablo wearing that zero jersey. I'm calling him Agent Zero because that young man is a problem. So
I did that. I did that.
That's Agent Zero.
Yes, Agent Zero. Yes,
Agent Zero.
I did that on the show. Yeah, Agent Zero.
Yeah, he's the problem. I mean, listen. I mean, anytime you got your defense to where even Ebiketie don't take crazy angles and he make tackles.
Oh, Ebiketie gone after this year, regardless. So I don't really see a situation where he'll be here after this year. They got too much. They got too much depth and too many guys that they could plug in that spot.
Yeah,
it's not enough. Damn it! This shit was fast forward by accident.
That's not an athlete. It's not enough athlete to be
in. My bad. Damn, my movie done fast forward on me. Like I said, once I get up on out of here, been watching my movie and shit fast forward by accident. But yeah, I don't see Ebiketie as being somebody that's gonna be here past this year.
I mean, hey, they say AK is replaceable. Yeah, he replaceable. Anybody that ain't I'm gonna put it like this. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but anybody that's not putting up numbers on this team and getting paid is replaceable. Doesn't matter how much you love them. They are replaceable. At the end of the day, they get paid to win games. If we're not winning games, it's a problem. You're not doing your job.
I know one person that will be irreplaceable for this team. Goddamn Liam McCullum. Let's go.
You know what? This nigga here, boy.
I just don't know what to say.
Liam McCullum is irreplaceable right now. He gonna sign all the 1-year deals.
Oh, what?
You know, long snappers only sign 1-year deals. They don't get cut.
1-year deal.
No, it was like 2 years. He on the last year of that deal.
Wow.
Yeah. Long snappers only get like at the most maybe 2-3 years, but it'll probably be like for like 1 million. You know, they don't get paid like that.
Southside said Lorenzo Carter was zero stood for zero stats. You know what, Southside? I can't. I can't.
You know what? It almost I read it wrong. Carter looked like it said zero studs, zero studs. I like,
oh. Yeah, you up here really trying to LT lanes up in here.
No. We not going down those chronicles. No, we're not doing that shit. And I refuse to even mention what that means.
Nope, don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
But we're gonna get up on out of here, y'all, man. Like you said, we had a little fun with this one. Actually, this is pretty.
Listen. Wait. See, I know what's wrong with y'all. All of us were standing up there at the TV when them Falcons won this game, and all I'm gonna say is this. He's all. He's all.
You can't have one goddamn show without this.
No, I did it a little different, Juan. I did it a little different, man. When I saw that we won the game, you know what happened?
What?
We was getting to the yams. Sweet yams. Show me the way.
Yeah, both of y'all gone. Both of y'all gone. Oh, we Got nope. This nigga just said yams.
Yeah,
I
he
haven't
did.
heard that song in about 50 years. Okay, I'm tired. I'm tired of that goddamn song. I'm
Nigga,
tired of
that's the
that
way.
song.
Nigga, that's the winning song. So you better deal with it, motherfucker. You know
Oh
when
my
we win, I gotta sing the yam song.
a damn yam song. Jesus Christ.
Hey, wait, no, Southside, yams and beans and bologna.
Please come home. I got beans
Beans
and
and bologna.
bologna.
I hate y'all. I hate y'all. Hate. Capital as capital can be. Hate.
Oh man, look, bro. All I'm gonna say is I'm ready to get to this next NFC South opponent. Cause Bryce, you got it coming, bro. You got it. You get. You next. You next.
Like I said, it's
Yeah, you just gonna-
time. It's time to get to the yams. That's all we gotta do. We good.
Oh man, that is
All
that
right.
is a diabolical combination, boy. Beans, bologna, and yams.
And yams. Yeah.
Ooh,
That sounds like diarrhea already right there, boy.
that will clean you out good.
That sounds like a
But
fucking nightmare. Who the fuck want to eat that bullshit? Beans, bologna, and fucking yams? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm talking about. Look, I'm talking about. Ain't enough toilet paper. Ain't
Ain't
enough.
enough high. Ain't enough high to want to eat that shit together.
I mean,
That's a shit roll.
look. I mean, JJ McCarthy was shitting on the field. I mean, that's what they felt.
Yeah. Look, he went
Beans,
over there.
bologna, and yams? Oh, no.
Look. He went over there to his coach and asked him, "Who are these people playing? Who these Harpo? Because they hurt me."
Like I said, it was the Falcons that was getting to the yams. So until next time, people, we ain't here to play.
No.
We here to stay.
Dig it.
You ain't gotta go home.
But don't eat yams and bologna.
Oh my God. Oh,
Nasty.
nigga, what?